Let's get some light in here. It's dark. It's dark. What's everybody doing today? Let's adjust this. Can we adjust it? Let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am excited about today. That's still not working, is it? Man, what's going on today? I need another light. Let me turn this music off. Let me change this up a little bit. Man, I take a few live streams off, and the next thing you know, use my camera for a couple of shows, and the next thing you know, everything's out of whack. But welcome to the this is the fundraiser. Welcome to the 14th annual Open Your Hearts and Wallets Blood Cancer, a 24-hour fundraiser. I'm Russ Johns, and I'm going to be host for the next 2 hours to actually support this event. My father had stomach cancer and was a survivor. My mother had breast cancer, survivor, and we're going to be talking about specifically Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, LLS, and the Man and Woman of the Year program. And I've got my notes over here, so I'm not going to ignore you, but I just want to make sure that I cover everything. And we're going to be doing some fundraising for this amazing opportunity and organization that is helping so many people. And if you are able, willing, and comfortable sharing some of the things in the comments, I just want to make sure. Alex is here. Good morning from Ohio. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex. I really appreciate you. And yes, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure who will show up. And some of you may know Jenny Gold. Jenny, I know that you're supporting this event, and Tim and all of the people that are involved in this process. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone. You know, cancer is something that probably most of us have had an experience or exposure to in our lives at some point. And we know how it feels to be able to help other people around us and do some things that are positive and productive. And I just want to make sure that we understand that every little bit helps. Open up our hearts, do what we can with what we have, and help those around us. And there's a lot of things that are going on around the world that we could be distracted by. And for the next 2 hours, I want to be focused in on some of the things that we will be talking about. We may have a singer involved, Timothy Dunn. He's going to be joining us for some music along the way. And I just want to make sure that we stay on for that. We got that going on. We got some more videos I'm going to be sharing, some stories we'll be telling. And the things that are involved in our lives are so important and so critical that we actually have this opportunity to go through and understand what we can do to help. And one of the things that we can do to help, let me get to the banners here. We can actually go through and we can actually donate. Now I'm going to be putting this thing here. You can actually donate to the link below. I know it's a long link, so please let's take a moment and see if we can't write that down. It's pages.lls.org, and it's MWOY. If you're listening in this on audio only, MWOY/LV/Scranton22/TSOHNA. So TSOHNA. So if you could get that, it'd be great. And if you're old school and you want to send out a check, you can mail it to LLS. And the address, you can actually mail it directly to Tim's house. He'll take care of that. Tim Sohn at 120 Carroll Lane, Sohola, SHOHOLA, PA 18458, 18458. Just to get that out of the way and up front and in place, I just want to make sure the next 2 hours, we're going to be raising funds for this cause, the Man and the Woman of the Year, and try to navigate through this process and make sure that we can help out as many people as possible. The goal is $50,000 to be raised in this 24-hour period to assist Tim in his goals. This is something he said he's worked for. He's put so much time and effort, and a lot of people have been involved and engaged in this opportunity. So I just want to make sure that we have this event. It's going to be running until 6 p.m. Eastern time, and is part of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Man and Woman of the Year program, just to set the stage correctly. And this is something that is going to be going on throughout the entire day. So if you can't stay with me and watch this process, at least try to catch it during the throughout the day and see what you can do and make sure that you're doing it. And Tim is here. Go donate to http://pages.lls.org MWOY/LV/Scranton22-TSOHNA. So, Tim, yes, appreciate you, brother. I love what you're doing, and I know the kind of effort and energy it takes to put this together, and I applaud your efforts. And as a survivor, I know that you're working hard to help others around you, and I just want to make sure that you have the opportunity to share some of the things that are going on in life right now. And as you know, life doesn't always work out exactly how we planned it. So we have to work around what our plans become. And if you have a cancer survivor, if you have somebody in your life that has been impacted by cancer, take a moment, slow your life down to the point where you can actually go there on the site and donate. So there again, it's https://pages.lls.org/MWOY/LV/Scranton22/TSOHNA. That's TSOHNA. And take a moment. I know we're all busy and we got lives going on, and we have to think about, getting the kids off to school or doing whatever we have to do. But right now it's a little after 5 a.m. in my neighborhood. And I got up and I told Tim, I want to support you. I'm willing to be here. I want to be able to produce results and help you along your journey. And thank you so much. My cancer, what is my cancer? I have actually multiple years I've supported the Walk for Breast Cancer. And my dad has had stomach cancer. My dad didn't pass away from stomach cancer, but he was a survivor. And my mother has had breast cancer as well. So I know that there's a lot of people in my life. I've lost friends to cancer, and I just know that it's something that we can work together on to continue to pursue some saving medication, treatments, and everything that goes along with that, Tim. And I just know that a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Steve Sullivan, is a survivor of the same thing. And I just want to make sure that we all have been impacted at some point in time. We may not know it, but we have all been there. Carl Sullivan in the house. Thank you so much. Hello, Russ. Have a great stream and a fantastic day. Back at you. I love the idea that you're here. Thank you so much, Carl, for showing up and being here. And yes, Tim, every dollar counts. This is a fundraiser. We're going to be doing this. And I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to be here, doing what we can with what we have. And please, thank you so much. Sending love and prayers, and sharing the opportunity to go there. And Carl Sullivan, thank you. Go donate. Yes, we want to raise as much money as we can to help this amazing cause. LLS has done some amazing things in the world. They've been supporting leukemia and cancer survivors for life. And I just want to make sure that we're here doing what we can, and we're working together for impact. We're working for, yes, Carl Sullivan says, Tim Sohn, love. Yes. We want to have a good time at the same time. Tim just dropped in, Tim Dunn. If you're listening, Tim, I saw you. Thank you so much. I got you. I saw you pop in. I want to make sure that you had the connection, and I'll bring you on as soon as you get in here. We'll have a great time, and here's some tunes that you got going on. And I just want to remember that this is something that we can actually put in action. Nothing happens until you actually take action and you actually do something productive. Like I said, we all have things in our lives that take our attention, and we need to focus in on work, life, family. All of these things are absolutely incredibly important. And at the same time, there's a feeling we get when we can actually help someone else out. And I just really want to help other people understand that we can make a difference. We do make a difference. We actually have an opportunity right now today to actually produce some results in a way that will make a difference in somebody else's life. Tim Sohn says, TD, can't wait to hear your voice. That incredible voice of yours this morning. Let's bring him on. Let's join him in the stream.
Hey,
TD, what's going on?
I'm good. How everybody doing this morning?
Doing well. Looks like you're in transition. You're in transit.
Yeah, I am. I'm driving. I just got off of work, so
okay.
I usually work night shift. But I told Tim that I was going. I told the other Tim. I told the other Tim that I was going to come on and support what's going on, and I'm excited because my grandmother a long time ago, she passed away from, she passed, and we was there. My mom, everybody was there with her in the process. So she beat it twice, and then the third time, it wasn't so good. But I just want to support everyone that are dealing with cancer, and I want to let them know that we serve a God that's a healer, and He can heal you from every obstacle. I'm a true believer. I believe in faith that all things work together for the good, and not the bad, but the good. We just got to truly believe and
absolutely,
the good, So, and have faith. everything works together, but you just got to have faith and knowing that um, if you trust and you believe that things can work itself out and you can be healed, um, it can happen. You know, I really truly believe it. Um, it's what you think, it's what you feel, and what you think in your mind. And I believe if you think yourself healed, you can be healed. And if you think yourself with a wholeness and healing, and have faith and trust in God, He can heal. Looking at what the doctors say about you, and trusting in Him and believing in Him and have faith in Him. I'm a true believer. I know it's probably thrown off the track what I'm about to say, but a long time ago, um, when I was 13, I got ran over by a car, and
Holy
I
cow.
never, I never thought that I was going to be able to walk again, able to talk again, able to even do half of the stuff that I'm doing now. And it's good 20 years later, and by His grace and by me believing and having faith and trusting in Him and praying through the process. Prayer is a powerful key when it comes down to when you're going through obstacles, when you're going through situations, when you're going through things that's going on in your body and you don't understand it. You're weary, you're stressed, your anxiety, your fear. But our bodies are not made to stress. So when the Bible speaks of casting all your cares upon Him, and He will come through. So if you cast your cares, cast all your problems, cast all your worries, cast the situation that you're going through, everything will come to it. You just have faith. Faith without works is dead. So if we don't put the works behind it, when it comes down to it, trusting Him, praying, if you're a believer, reading your Bible, seeking Him, speaking what the Word of God says about you, good things, not bad things, not things that's going to destroy you as a person or destroy your integrity, but things that was going to allow you to prosper and what He had called you to be and what He wants you to be. So, like I said, it's a
So
powerful
how,
key down to
yeah, uh, TD, how long before you are going to be back at your place? Because I'm going to be here for another hour or so. So if you want to,
probably
you're breaking up,
because
Tim.
about an hour.
Okay. Well, if you're breaking up a little bit, so your connection isn't, yeah, your connection isn't quite strong enough. You're breaking up a little bit, Tim.
About an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
It's
why
the
don't you
area
get
I'm
home?
in. About an hour.
Yeah, why don't you get home, get settled, and then come back on, and we'll wrap the show up with you singing. Sound good? Yeah, I just want to with him driving, I just want to make sure that it's safe. Are you there,
Yeah,
TD?
I said that sounds awesome.
Yeah, so I just love that you're here. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the connection, the conversation,
Yes, sir.
but I want to make sure that you're
Yes,
driving
sir.
home safe, and rather than getting run over by a car, you don't you don't get in an accident. So we want to
You're
make
right.
sure you're
You're right.
safe, sane.
Okay.
So, but I love that you're here. Thank you so much, TD, and I look forward to your wonderful blessing of music and support of Tim in this session with the fundraiser. And I look forward to hearing your amazing voice and some of the things you're doing as well. So just listen in and check out, and we'll be here. I'll stick around, and as
Okay.
soon as you get back home and you get settled, let's jump on and sing some tunes. All right.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And I just love the fact that we can do this together. We can actually join in and make sure. Stefan, I wanted to give a shout out to Stefan. He said, "Good morning, Russ and everyone. Ready to get rolling with more of this incredible 24-hour live streaming fundraiser organization organized by the amazing Tim Sohn. And let's continue to open up our hearts and our wallets for LLS. This is a fundraiser. This is a 24-hour fundraiser. It's going to be going on until 6 p.m. Eastern time today. And I know that Tim and a lot of people have been involved and engaged in this process. And I just want to see if you can't take a moment of your day and please do what you can. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. And you can actually go through here and you can actually, you can actually support this. You could donate to the link below, or you could donate old school by making a checkout and make it out to LLS and then send it to Tim. You can actually send it to Tim. You can mail it to him personally. Make it out to LLS though. Don't make it out to Tim. Make it out to LLS. I'm sure Tim would appreciate it, but you can donate to LLS by check, or you could donate to the link below, which is pages.lls.org, MWOY/LV/Scranton22/TSOHNA. So I'll be mentioning that throughout the show. So if you're driving or you're going someplace in transit and you don't have a pen or a paper or anything down, you can also jump into the stream later on and check out the comments. So I just want to make sure. Sounds like a plan. Good morning, BFAM. We've got this 50K. Let's go. Thank you, Stefan. Really appreciate it. Carl Sullivan. Sounds like a plan. DJ, my hero. What's going on? Hello. How are you doing? We're doing a shout out to everyone who's showing up during these 24 hours in any way. You are all incredible, Tim says. Mark Lee, folks, we are rocking this. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Carl Sullivan says, what a great community Tim has put together for this. And yes, Carl, there are good people in the world. There are a lot of great people in the world. And this journey on live streaming and the opportunity that we have to make these connections and collaborate and help each other and support each other through these causes and these efforts make a difference. They save lives. They make a difference in everybody's life. And you don't know who you're going to impact. You don't know who you're going to make a difference in life. You have to understand that it doesn't matter if it's a dollar or, $10, $100, whatever it is, it makes a difference. Every penny counts. And this is the thing that we have to think about is doing nothing creates nothing. Doing something creates abundance in somebody else's life, their journey, their opportunities to actually, move forward throughout the day, live with hope and blessings rather than despair and depression. So we want to make sure that every dollar counts and changes lives. It just really, makes a huge impact. So for the next 24 hours, and we're halfway through this. Well, I don't know if we're halfway through. I guess it's 5. What time is it right now? It's, we've been on for almost 30 minutes. So we're over halfway to, going through this 24-hour period of live streaming shows with people with cancer and survivors and supporters sharing their stories, musicians and entertainers. They're going to be going on throughout the whole fundraising opportunity. You could go to the same link and find out where you can, get this. You can get on Tim's, if you go to Tim's profile on LinkedIn, you can actually find this as well. And I'm also streaming this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn. So if you're coming in from any platform at all, please give me a shout out. Let me know. Yes, we are over halfway. I'm on at 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Carl Sullivan, abundance in life. Yeah, sending out blessings to you, brother. Thank you so much. Started at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I apologize because I just got caught up in this, and I just said, yes, Tim, I'm going to do this. And like I said, we all have things that were going on, but I put on pause. I set my alarm, got up early this morning, and I'm not a morning person. I'm just going to tell you that right out of the gate. I'm not a morning person, and I wanted to come up, generate some enthusiasm and support for Tim in this journey. Yes, Tim, DJ says, I'm on at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fantastic. So, yes, over halfway. Okay. Here we are. Mark Lee, we are on the 13th hour at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the 14th hour. Wow. Donations. Yes. The entire schedule is at pages.lls.org/MWOY/Scranton22 TSOHNA. So he said, no apologies, Russ Johns. Appreciate you getting up early. I am more than happy to get up early. I would, anytime, Tim, I would be more than happy. And if I didn't have another call, I would have taken another hour. I would have spent another hour, a couple of hours. It doesn't really matter. I just had previous commitments, and that's okay because every second counts. Every little bit makes a difference, and it really helps out. So I want to come back here. I'm going to try to, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do something here. And I just want to make sure that you have an opportunity to see some of these stories because, as you know, people on this show, we've got people coming in. We've got Tim. These comments are actually from all around the world. There's people all over the world. Jenny's here. Love you, Admiral. Thank you, DJ. Love you. Jenny says she's on from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's say every dollar counts. DJ says donate. Go into the donations perspectives on cancer.com to donate. Checks out. We got plenty of addresses and ways to donate. Finding a place to donate is not necessarily the challenge. Finding the people to donate is the challenge. And that's why we're doing this. This is a 24-hour fundraiser. Tim has put a tremendous amount of effort and energy into this thing. And I really encourage you to think about it, dig down deep, and take a moment and reflect and say, can I make a difference? And I'm here to say the answer is yes. You do make a difference. We make it matter. Hashtag make it matter. Because every element that we put out there, every piece of energy we put out there, every dollar we invest in our future, this is humanity we're talking about. This is our family. This is people that we know. This is friends that we live with, that we live around. We know, and we have some level of impact. Anything that we can do, anything that you can do to support this cause is going to help things. Yes, Carl says hello from England. Yes, so we're here. Going through the comments, there's so many comments here that I'm excited about this. Use that link, that address only. Thanks, DJ. So this one is it's donations.perspectives perspectivesoncancer.com. That address only. Mark Lee is on from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we head into the home stretch. Mark, thank you so much for being here. Yes, Carl. Hashtag make it matter. Jordan Thomas, love you, brother. Blessings, sending out blessings every day. I want to share one thing today. We have an opportunity. It's 4 a.m. where I am. Man, 4 a.m. We're getting up early for the show. Gratitude. Donate to the link below. I just want to make sure that I want to donate donations.perspectivesoncancer.com. That's a link that DJ set up so you can actually, that's a little easier to remember. Donations.perspectivesoncancer.com. That's a great one, DJ. Thank you so much for putting that out there. I want to share, while we're here, I want to share some of these videos, putting together. Tim has taken a lot of time and energy to put this together. I just want to recognize that and let you know that all the love, admiration, and I just have my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you, Tim. Sending out prayers. But it takes a village. And Pamela Formica from the LLS has been such a huge help during this whole process in helping Tim do this. So I want to play a video from Pam, and she's going to share a bit more about LLS and the Man and the Woman program. This is something that was put together by Tim, and I just want to share this to be able to kind of allow you the opportunity to get a sense of what is taking place here, because this is absolutely incredibly important for us to be present and understand what it is that we're doing here. So if we can, let me get this set up so I can actually share this with you, because I think it's important that we get it from a new perspective, a different perspective. So let me share this with you, okay? I just want to add this to the stream and highlight this and play this video for us. Let me know if you have any problem hearing this.
Hi, my name is Pam Formica. I am the Campaign Development Director for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and I'm so happy to be able to share a little bit with you today about LLS. So we are the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Our main mission is to find a cure for blood cancers. That would be leukemia, lymphoma, Hodgkin's, and myeloma. We also have 3 pillars, and one of those pillars is advocacy, research. We make sure that everything that we do, that we are keeping our patients at the forefront of everything. We are still one of the only organizations that still gives patient financial aid and copay assistance for things that your health insurance doesn't cover. And the way that we do all of this is through people like yourselves who help us out through our signature campaigns. And the campaign that you're going to hear about throughout this 24 hours is the Man and Woman of the Year campaign. It's a secret 10-week fundraising campaign where members of the community have signed on to utilize their networks through events and fundraising. And at the end of the 10 weeks, we have a grand finale gala where we will name a Man and a Woman of the Year. So many amazing people doing amazing things to help promote our mission. One of our largest initiatives coming up is our Children's Initiative, where we've committed over $160 million over the next 5 years to help close the percentage for our pediatric cancer. So as you can imagine, The world of pediatrics does not get a lot of funding. And so LLS has really stepped up because we were an organization that was founded by a family. Their 16-year-old son had passed away from leukemia, and they wanted to make a difference. And so last year during our anniversary, our CEO said we're going back to our roots. And so the Children's Initiative is a large initiative for LLS. And really, we want to make sure that every child is able to have long-term results and not so many side effects.
So there you have it. $150 million to children. I just, I can't imagine, going through that as a parent. I lost a son to suicide, and I can't imagine fighting a battle and having all of the expense of medical costs and going in a hospital. I spent 2 years in a hospital in rehab and reconstruction after I fell. And knowing what that is like, and knowing that a child is going through that is would be devastating. It would be devastating, life-changing. And so if you can just find it in your heart to take a moment and reach out, make some donation, make something in place, take something and make a difference in somebody's life. I really encourage anything that we can do together to do this. It's really important to understand what that needs to look like in order to accomplish the goal. $50,000 is not a lot of money when it comes to the medical programs that they're providing and putting together. They've been able to help 50 million people in this process. So I just want to make sure that we're here working together. Dana's, you're fantastic. I love you, DJ. Thank you so much for the support. Inspiration from Igor. Good morning, Russ. Thank you, Igor, being here. It's really important for us to do this. And DJ says, every dollar counts. And this is, I can't say this enough, and it probably sounds redundant. However, it matters. It makes a difference. It's important for us to do this together, to come together as a community and a family. Because I know I would do anything I could to make a difference in my family. And I'm here supporting my family. I moved to Arizona to support my family, to help my mother, help my sister, help my dad, and anybody that can be involved in my life. And yeah, it may not be cancer, but my mother's gone through breast cancer, and she's a survivor. My dad had stomach cancer. So we're all going through something somewhere. And what I'm asking right now in this small, brief period of time is to just take a moment and pause and put something in action and donate to this cause, because it's so incredibly important. Every dollar counts. Donate. Go to the donations.perspectivesoncancer.com to donate by check. Make it out to LLS. Mail to Tim, 120 Carroll Lane, Sohn, Pennsylvania, 18458. You make a difference. DJ Tim, hashtag Team Tim. That's a fantastic opportunity. Carl, it's all good. Yes, it's all good. We are making a difference. We are doing this. I have a sweet little boy's mom, Susanna, joining me. And after this, DJ, you're going to be up. And thank you so much for your time and effort and energy. I love that you're here. Thank you so much for supporting it. Donate now. It's a good cause. It's a noble cause, and it's worthy. It's worthy of your time. It's worthy of your effort, and it's worthy of your energy. And I want to come back here, and I want to make sure that I'm covering things. So, the way this started, Tim decided to be a candidate for Man and Woman of the Year because he was diagnosed with chronic leukemia 15 years ago. He started his cancer journey. He started telling this story or sharing this story because he really didn't, not a lot of people online knew about it, but he actually decided to say something on it on Jenny Gold's show. And Jenny has a show. She's, she's online. She does a show here on LinkedIn. A lot of you may know her, Jenny Gold. She's got some medical challenges of her own, and she's just a heartwarming individual that just cares about everybody around her, and she's just really impactful. And Tim decided to share this message on her show in many places, many other places since then, and she actually opened that up. And when he found out in December, that helps my lighting. My white balance is corrected, so I'll leave it off for a minute. It's okay. You all know I'm a pirate. So but showing up, Perspectives on Cancer show us that his bestie, Kara Olker, shout out to his bestie. Thank you so much, Kara. They started a show, Perspectives on Cancer show, just a few months ago, and they were going to invite cancer survivors and supporters to share their stories. So they connected and got together, and so he actually took time, effort, and having done fundraisers and having done events and built communities out, I know, and if you've not done it, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of focus in order to do these things. And he's put together a run of shows. He put together links and reached out to people. And on top of everything else he's doing, he's producing shows all the time. He's an amazing live stream producer. He helps a lot of people in the back office. If you don't know Tim, you need to get to know Tim. You need to get to know him as a human, as an individual, and a father. A human, as a friend. And so I just want to make sure that you understand that there's a time and a place for everyone. And this is Tim's opportunity to help more people, which is my mission in life, is to help more people. And when you put it out there like that, it starts to get this flow of abundance together. You can actually put it in perspective and make sure that you have things. So Tim and Kara do the show Perspectives on Cancer. They actually produce results, and they put things in perspective and understand that, not everyone is healthy, just free to go about their day in their lives and make a difference. But some people have some medical conditions that need some help. And this is a way you can help people. So if we can give to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, LLS.org, this is the one opportunity that we're going to help support Tim in the community, because he's been so supportive to other people. And Kara and the Perspectives on Cancer, let's support that community and make sure that we have, he has a fire in him now, and he's here to help other cancer survivors have a better life and a better outcome. And actually planting that seed of hope, just having some hope that somebody's going to do something. Little story. I talked to a friend yesterday. He was in, he's having a few challenges. in his life right now. And, sometimes you just have to lend an ear and listen to people as they work through their challenges. Sometimes you can, help a friend out, give them a ride or pick them up at the airport or do what you can, support them in ways. And the medical piece is such a tremendous burden on a lot of families because, insurance doesn't always cover everything. You don't always have the opportunity to actually share and produce results, because if you're in the hospital, you're not necessarily working. And if you're not working, you may not be earning money. And so it's a vicious circle. And so these organizations are here to help that cause. And this organization was started by parents who lost a child with leukemia. So if you can pay it forward and put this out there and support the cause and generate a little bit of kindness and the opportunity, it's important for us. Coming in late, actually, Chris Ross coming in late, but you're here. What's up, gang? We're doing a fundraiser, a 24-hour fundraiser for leukemia. And Chris, we're raising money for funds, and we're putting this together for people that are in need of support for their family members and cancer survivors that are going through treatment. So support Tim and this candidate for Man and Woman of the Year because, he had chronic leukemia 15 years ago, and he's fighting it. He's supporting this. And so show up, change lives. Tim is currently cancer-free. We want to keep him that way. And life can change in a heartbeat. It could change in an instant. Immediately, life can change. And in order to avoid as much as possible and plan for this, what this organization done, LLS.org, has put forward these campaigns to support cancer survivors that want to support other cancer survivors or people going through cancer treatment. And not many are cancer free. Not everyone gets to be that way. They're struggling. They need a voice. They need a support. They need help. They need your help. And they need your help today. And so we're doing this 24-hour session today in order to accomplish this goal. And I encourage you to think about what you could do to produce results. And I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to put out this session and actually donate to the link below, because we're doing this. Perspectivesoncancer.com, donations.perspectivesoncancer.com. I should probably put that in there. But you can actually donate directly to the link below, pages.lls.org/MWOY/LV/Scranton, SCRANTON 22/TSOHNA. I hope you're catching that if you're catching it on audio. And if you're listening to this a week from now, a month from now, I don't know. I think you could probably still donate. But you could donate pages.lls.org/MWOY/LV/Scranton 22/TSOHNA. So let's get back to the sessions here, because there's a couple of other videos I want to share with you. About people that are impacted. Everybody's impacted in a different way. Some people in emergencies, they get incredibly clear focused. They get clarity. They know exactly what needs to happen. They know exactly what to do. They're organized. And other people, they don't know what to do, you know. And if somebody said, hey, you're diagnosed with cancer, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if you know what you would do. However, right now, today, the thing that you need to do is donate and support this cause. And I want to talk about showing up and how people have also taken the opportunity to show up and be there for the cause, because I think it's important. So I want to share another video with you in order to accomplish this goal, because because it's important, it's necessary, and because I love Tim, I want to support Tim, and I want to make sure that he has the tools necessary to help other people around him going through the same thing. And he's experienced this, and he's been showing up, he's been supporting the cause, and this effort is by no means a simple process. So let me share a little bit about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Okay, let me let me share this while I get a small drink. Okay, and let me turn this off, this banner off, hide this banner. And then we'll watch this, okay? Let's watch it together.
Okay, so you're recording? Yes. Okay, maybe say, hi, my name is Brooklyn.
My name is Brooklyn. This is my identical twin sister, Alyssa. And this is my pet bearded dragon, Smaug. I love my dragon a whole lot. I would describe myself as very passionate. I love to write. I like to play the violin. I remember
Come back to that, because I'm not really sure why that's not running, but I will try to run it in the background. But the point, I think you get the message from this video that there's a story behind every story. There's a message behind every individual. And there's triumph and occasionally tragedy that we have to work to get past and overcome. And that's why research, treatment, care takes time, effort, and energy, and also your money, dollars, cents, support. And together as a community, we can make a difference. We do make a difference. And I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to think about how you can make a difference right now, today. I want to come back to some of the comments. I just know that we have. Thanks, Chris. Awesome. We'll support it and share with my network. I know Chris Ross has a huge network, and we're all going through something, Chris, and I know we are. Mark Lee is here. Good morning, Mark Lee. DJ, use the short link. Yes, Tim said we can donate till May 18th. And Tim, if you have any way of knowing, do I need to download the video in order to get it to run? But maybe you can share with me at some point in time. Because there's some other stories here we can actually play. And I just want to make sure that you understand that I don't know what it's going to take. I wish I would, my prayer to the world, my prayer to the universe, to anything that we can do to eliminate cancer altogether. Someday in the future, maybe that's going to be the possibility. And right now that's not the way life is. And we can only deal with what is, not what we wish it to be or hope to be or pray for. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in the power of working together. I believe in staying positive. And I believe that, kindness is cool and smiles are free. And this is part of that whole process, because not everything that we're dealt with, everything that we're dealing with in life, and everything that's delivered to us is positive and productive. So you don't know what somebody else is going through. There's one of my mother's therapists. She just went through cancer. She went through chemo. She's coming back, and just an amazing individual that is just putting out time and effort and energy, helping other people. She's helping my mother in her balance, and she has some vertigo and stuff. And I just think about that she's gone through such just a tremendous effort to get healthy and stay healthy and help other people. And what she does with her time is help other people. So when you're helping more people, help more people, it's an abundance mindset. It's a productive, it's prosperity. And you have an opportunity to help someone along their journey, even if you don't know them, even if you don't know who they are, even if you don't know how you're helping them, you're still helping them. And this principle works in the universe. It works everywhere. It works around us. It works through us. It works for us. And you don't know who's out there going through something right now that needs your help today. You don't know it. You don't know who it is. You don't know how it's going to help. You don't know when it's going to help. But it does help. It makes a difference. So donations.perspectivesoncancer.com is a short link, a simple link that you can go to. Thank you, DJ, so much for, I love that you shared that. So Team Tim for the candidates of Man of the Year. And he's not doing this. I don't, at least I don't believe this for the title. He's doing this for the process of helping more people. And that's the essence of Tim. He's always been so helpful. He's been so supportive. He just has so much empathy for the people around him. And I just want to give this back and help and support him as well. Support him, support Tim, raise funds. Absolutely. I cried at this. I love you, DJ. Yes, more than happy to support Jordan. I just can't tell you, and I want to, you don't know how much this means to the person receiving it. You don't know what the impact is going to be when somebody needs help, when somebody has a desire to survive and a desire to thrive and live their life. And I remember a friend of mine I used to work with, his wife had cancer, and she went through chemo and she lost her hair. So what we did, what he did immediately is shave his head to support his wife. And, you know, random acts of kindness, you know, later on I shaved my head and I had a shaved head the rest of my life. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, I don't care if I like my no hair, don't care. However, not everybody has a choice about it. This is a process and a journey that we go through, and some of us don't have the choice. Some of us have to go through it regardless of what we want. And your choice, your opportunity here is to help somebody that needs your help. And it's a journey. It's a tremendous journey that you know is going to go out there. And I know this doesn't relate, but when and I don't know if you know this or not, but when my son committed suicide, he became an organ donor. And as a result of his suicide and checking out, he was completely healthy. He was an amazing human. And he came into the hospital. There's a hospital in Texas that specializes in this. And what they do is they take organ transplants and people that are waiting for an organ or a transplant to save their life. They bring them into this organization, this hospital, and they transplant everything all at once at the same time, from him to them. And 12 people received life-saving elements of, you know, what Parker put out there. And this is the same thing that you're doing for somebody out there. Some child, some parent is losing their mind because they don't know what they're going to do. And this organization is helping people transfer your love, your attention, your energy into someone else. And I just want to make sure that you know that as a parent, you can help. As a friend, you can help. As an individual, you can help. And it's important that we do what we can. It's really important to know that we can do something. So I'm asking you to do something today. Take a moment. Make a difference. I want to try to play this another video here and share this with you.
What we're trying to do here with LLS Pedal is to do something that's never been done before, and that's to match the child to a trial almost in real time. You can imagine a child coming
Thank you. I just, and childhood leukemia is different than adult leukemia. So what happens when this takes place, when you have a smaller niche group of individuals that are impacted by a terrible disease, you have less funding because it's a smaller interest group. And it's not that we can't or won't or don't feel like kids shouldn't be supported. It's just that there's only, there's a limited number of people that are involved in this process. So organizations like PEDAL are helping with new research, new treatments, something that's been around for so many years in these treatments. It's time that we change this outcome. We change the way that we're looking at this. And they're coming up with new sequences of treatments. They're coming up with new things that are, developing as we learn more and more about this disease. And so as a result of this process, we have to invest, and it takes time, effort, and money in order to accomplish this goal. And I just want to make sure that people know, like I said, you can make a difference. You have an opportunity to make a difference. You have an opportunity to make it matter. And we're here together to work towards this goal. Tim has spent, 15 years battling this, his leukemia. And just imagine if, a child's leukemia, that's the most prevalent type of cancer in children. And I can't imagine having, like I said, I can't imagine battling that with a kid and my child. I wouldn't be able to focus. I wouldn't be able to help. So I just want to make sure that we do what we can to support the families out there that are going through this and giving them some kind of hope and comfort in knowing that there are people out there researching, putting out their time, their heart, their passion into finding a cure, finding treatments that we can actually use to save lives and make a difference, make an impact in these families, because it's just so hard to think about it. I just can't imagine. I don't want to imagine. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about this. However, that's what life is all about. It's not what happens to us. It's what we do with what happens to us. It's how we react and respond and recover from things that knock us down and take us out, and how we can actually do something. So even if you can't donate, share this stream, share this information out, share this show, and let people know that there is something that's taking place, and we are moving together as a society, as a community, friends, loved ones, and every little bit counts. LLS is always hard at work with many of the programs, including research and trials. That video was the first global precision machine clinical trial in a pediatric acute leukemia. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, they're doing things in medicine today that 20, 30 years ago, we hadn't even thought about. We haven't even considered. And I know that there's going to be, in the next 20 years, things are just accelerating. Medicine is getting more specific, more specialized, more focused on eliminating things. Also, early detection. Detecting something early is going to make a difference. That is really an incredibly powerful a way of thinking about how we can actually, and I don't know that we will ever get to the point where prevention is a part of the process. I don't know. Imagine, we can't imagine it till it happens, right? We can't imagine a different outcome until it happens on a lot of things. That's the old story of the 4-minute mile. Nobody imagined it was possible until it happened. And that's the way healthcare is. That's the way treatment in leukemia lymphoma is. That's the way we have to think about this is let's imagine something different. Let's imagine a different outcome. Let's imagine the possibility of not having this in our lives, not having to deal with this, not having to think about fundraising. And the only way we're going to get there is by fundraising, get there by helping out, contributing to this. This has to come from somewhere. Those people, this research is not free. And the medicine, developing this medicine and developing treatments and testing and all of these things that take place, this is not free. I know that when I fell 3 stories and it shattered my elbow and my wrist and had a lot of complications, had staph infection. It was 2 years of reconstruction and rehabilitation and everything else. And that period of time and all my medical treatments and everything was over $1 million. It was over $1 million. And I can't imagine what it takes to treat cancer like Tim, 15 years. 15 years. And, he's cancer free. And it was a long journey. It was a long, extended period of time. And so every little bit counts. And just to put it in perspective, in real numbers is, I have experience in having gone through, some medical treatments, not cancer, thankfully. However, it was life-changing and it has impacted the rest of my life. It impacted my family. It's different. And all of these stories, all of these treatments, all of these events, they all matter. They make a difference. So donate at the link and share this message. Thank you, DJ, for putting this out there. And I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to share these out and make an impact. And I also have some more episodes here. So a few months ago, when Tim shared his cancer journey, showing up Perspectives on Cancer, a weekly live stream show created by Tim and his bestie cohort, Kara. So I just want to share this, and this is a showing up episode, and it's really a story about Tim's journey and why he's with us today and what he's doing about his life today. So let's check in with Tim. And let me remove this comment here. And I just want to thank Tim for his effort as well. So thank you so much, Tim.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to episode number 2. Can you believe it's number 2, my bestie? Yes, and unmute yourself.
No, I won't do that.
There you are. Hi, bestie.
Oh my gosh, I was so on it, man. I was so on it. No, happy episode number 2. My goodness.
I'm excited. And I know
Oh
you're
my
excited,
gosh.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited to get more into that noggin of yours.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. Well, welcome.
How are
everyone.
you guys? How is everyone?
Let us know in the comments how you are, where you are. Yeah, all the things, all the things. So, guys, we created this show as a safe space where cancer survivors and cancer supporters come together to share their stories and connect, as well as find resources that provide healing, hope, and resilience. Speaking of resources, this week I attended part of the free Global Virtual Cancer Conference, which was amazing. You guys should totally check it out. The event's over, but the video recordings are available this coming week. Just go to www.globalvirtual. Thanks, Bessie. globalvirtualconference.com to register, and you can still get the free recordings. They're going out this week. So definitely check it out.
Yes. Yes. And let us know where you're tuning in from around the world. We definitely want to know. We appreciate you just, giving us some of your time tonight for sure. This is for you and all of us. So we just appreciate this together with all of us. And so that said, after long awaited like a whole week of waiting, I am going to be interviewing Tam about his 15-year journey living with leukemia. And also ask some questions that maybe he hasn't answered
Yes. Shocking.
And thank you, just putting it out there. Thank you for letting us know. Hi, Mary Wells. We're just kind of going through. Oh, Bill Bradford. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
I believe you're in Indianapolis tonight. I asked him in the comments, where in the world are you today? And I believe he said Indianapolis. Let us know if
Where's
that's correct.
your home? Your actual home? Do you leave that in the comments? Like, not the address, but like what city or zip code?
Yes.
Rose Horowitz. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Rose.
Hey,
thank
you for the kudos.
Yeah. Yes. Rose has a show.
I wanted to come back on because I was told that there was no audio. And I just, nobody had mentioned that, but I'm kind of curious as to why there was no audio on Tim's and Kara's show. That show is on. Tim and Kara have that show on every week, and I just want to make sure that I'm going to remove it and see if I can add it to the stream. But I'm just kind of curious as to why the screen sharing didn't allow me to actually share the audio. So let me try this again, because I should be able to have audio shared. So let me know if this is gonna go. Hold on, let me check this out, because as you know, technology, it's always great to have some technology issues while you're doing this. And we can actually do this to make sure that it's okay, right? Because that's what we're all about. And I believe that life is an experiment that we're living through. And that's what becomes, our experience becomes wisdom, because we learn from our experience, right? It's not good or bad. It's just experience. So I encourage you to think about that in a way, in a positive way, because we all have our experience that we get to survive. If we survive our experience. But I'm just curious, was that the only one that didn't show up? I'm not sure that that's, let me try this again. And let me know in the comments. Tim, let me know, it was the other videos, did the other videos not have any audio? Or was just this video? There was audio. Oh. Okay, let's do the Tim dance. I want to I'm curious. I just want to make sure. So I'm going to play another section of this and see if we can actually get this on here. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to share this.
I guess. So, like, for me, seeing it on my end, like, you have been this person who's like, oh, I'm fine. I feel fine. I just have to take medication and I have headaches all the time, but I'm fine. And not a lot of people knowing. And
can you hear that? Can everyone hear that? Oh, Carl says could be LinkedIn issue. I can hear them on Facebook. So I'm just checking this because I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to hear some of these stories. All right. And if you can hear this,
14 years, and then you have them talk about it on LinkedIn, which is pretty amazing. And it's like, like, what do you do? And like, do you have any regrets of like how that unfolded with Joy? Like her knowing?
No, I don't have any regrets. I mean, it was really early on. It was only like a few months, and And Joy is just very patient and calm and in most situations. So, you know, I don't know how I would have reacted if I was her, you know, like you're dating someone and you see something on the refrigerator that says oncology and you're like, are they not sharing something with me? Like, should I know that? Is that gonna affect something? Like, but it was early on, you know, so like it's hard to hard questions when cancer arises in your life, right?
So who agrees with me that perhaps Tim would have run away to the woods and then called Joy? Be like, so, is there something you want to tell me? Speaking of which, thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason Freeman. Yes.
Pages
We love PNG.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so going back to that though, I mean, so you started dating Joy a few months afterwards. She found out a few months after that, and then you eventually get married. And so were there any plans of like, hey, I want children? Would there be any issues with possibly doing that? And like, did you have any plans, or were you like, let's just see what happens?
I think early on in dating, we had talked about whether we, not necessarily the two of us together, but whether we wanted to have children, just like individually. And we both did want to. And so, like, regarding the situation of, like, is it possible to have children? Like, if you have cancer, is it even possible to, or is there a chance that there would be complications or, those kind of things? So, so we had talked to my oncologist, and he had said that there wasn't that much data. He said there was some anecdotal stories of, the father of having, like that children were possible with the father having cancer, but there wasn't a lot of data. On the women's side, on the female side, they definitely suggested not to have children because there could be issues. So, and I'm sure it's different in each situation. Yeah. So we didn't know for sure if, like we knew there was a risk, but we decided to do it anyway. We decided to have children anyway.
It's fine. It just got slightly X-rated for a second. You're welcome.
Hey, it's 9:30 at night, right? It's the showing up perspectives on cancer after hours show. Yes. Welcome to our cancer after hours show.
Yes.
And that just happened.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the comments after that. I wonder what Senor Payasada has to say about that. Should we look at some more comments?
Well, I like this one. Paging eHarmony.
Thank you, Mark Lee. Yes, come join us.
You know what? That's very interesting. How soon should you bring it up in life? I have dysgraphia, and I usually bring it up early in the relationship. Didn't see that. So that is issues with numbers and directions, right, Markley? Probably correct me. But that could be a little different, like, hey, just want to let you know. Like, you could give me your phone number, but it may take me a couple tries to get it right. And if that's like the wrong misconception, Mark, I totally get it. And sorry. And thank you. I try. Great questions. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, it's definitely a tough call to decide who to tell and when. You'll definitely find out pretty quick who your inner circle is. There's no gray zone with cancer. Did you find that to be true, Tom?
I didn't find that. Like I've only found, I mean, I did not tell a lot of people early on that I had leukemia. Even, like we kept it pretty close to our close family, just because we didn't know what to expect, and so we just decided to keep it that way. And I didn't share my story until 15 years later. And when I shared my story, I didn't tell my family I was going to do it either.
So how's that been working out for you, by the way?
It's all good now. It's all good now. But I mean, there were some conversations that happened after, but everybody has been very supportive, especially, well, I think they would be supportive either way, but just like there's been so much positive feedback and so many people like Bob who have, reached out and other amazing people here in this community, whether it's other survivors or, people sharing that they've had a family member who has cancer or, different things, that everybody's just been so supportive and loving and sharing their stories. So, yeah, but it's definitely hard to decide, if you decide to share your cancer story, right? Like, how is that going to affect you? Or others around you? Is it going to affect, like, for example, like if you're looking for a job, right? And if you share your leukemia story on LinkedIn, is the company not going to hire you because you have cancer, right? Maybe some would be like, wow, that guy has a lot of guts for sharing his story, right? But you don't know what's gonna come of it. And even like your family, your friends, or like, you don't know how people are gonna react to it. You don't even know how yourself is gonna react to it at first.
And so with that, and that is, I mean, I can only imagine with employers as well, future employers, like, oh, great, like, go you, champ, could you not enroll in our health insurance?
Seriously.
And I do want to circle back to that, health insurance for sure. But I'm gonna do it, Tom. I'm gonna ask. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But this is kind of something that is close. It's a huge thing for you, and it's like, I am very curious as well. You haven't actually sat down to tell your sweet kiddos about your diagnosis. And so, one, let us know in the comments if you have, and your cancer journey, if you ever like encountered that tough decision, what you did, or if you're going through that now and you don't know what to do. But can you give us a reason? Can you give us a look into why you haven't had that conversation yet?
Sure. So we were talking before about like the timing of, like when to make kinds of decisions when it comes to your cancer journey. And telling the kiddos it's a really hard decision to make, because like each of us has our own story, right? Each of us is at a certain place in the journey. And for me, I feel great besides my migraines, and my leukemia numbers are going up, but otherwise I'm doing good. And so like kind of the way that I look at it is that I don't want to cause them, like our kids are 10 and 7, you know, like first grade and higher, and I don't want to have to give them stress or worry at that age. That like if one of my parents told me that early on, I don't know how I would react really, because that didn't happen to me. But just kind of, I guess kind of my reasoning is that it's not like, I'm not going to say it's not affecting me, because it affects me in some ways, but I'm not really sick. Like they can't see that I'm sick other than the migraines, which allegedly aren't connected to the cancer, you know? So we were talking about this the other day, Bestie. I know we're going to talk about your perspective next week, but do you want to share a little bit from your perspective?
So I can, if that is something that, you know, our awesome audience is okay with. I do want to keep the spotlight on you, if you don't mind, and just your perspective. No assessment, no, you know, just all perspective, because your perspective is your own, and perhaps is a lot of other people's perspective, and you vocalizing that is just giving people that representation that they may need. So I am open to, but I would rather talk about it from my perspective next week, if you guys don't mind. And I do want to say though that as a parent, I'm sure you like rethink and overthink every situation that ever comes to mind regarding your kiddos, and you always want to do what's best for them. And so I don't feel that there's any one way to do it perfectly. So can we just give Tam a lot of love?
And my bestie. Give Kara love too.
Thank you.
I just want to applaud Tim and Kara for that. And and it's a longer session, and I want you to go watch it. I encourage you to watch it. And the thing that struck me, and I wanted to put this on pause for a moment, is that if you noticed, Tim was attempting to continuing to deflect off himself. He's very selfless. He's very giving. He's very considerate of others. And one of the things that we have to realize is that we have an opportunity. And as an adult, he had leukemia. And there's many of us that, you know, we think we know what we would do. However, I don't know that we all know what would take place if we had that news, if we had that information. And to go through this journey and not share it, not being able to articulate that idea, that concept, that information with others, it seems to me, it feels isolating. It feels like it would be really challenging to me. And I don't know how you feel, but share in the comments if you have an experience or you have an emotion around this subject of you know, not saying something, not sharing it, not being able to you know, be able to articulate this idea, this concept, this challenge you're going through for 15 years. I just feel that there's something more out there. King of deflection, paging. Yes. So I just and then paging Valerie and Pamela. Yes, I just want to thank you, Tim, for being here, being the reason we are here, and implementing this opportunity for us to all make a difference in our lives, make a difference in everyone else's lives. It's really difficult to feel sorry for yourself when you're helping someone else out. And this fundraiser is all about helping others out. And I just want to make sure that now we've heard a little story about how Tim felt, and you can find more on perspectives on cancer showing up in their series that Tim and Kara do, and they share with other people, and they share people that have gone through this journey. And I just want to encourage you to go follow that show. However, at this point in time, I do also want to make sure that you have a little perspective on another episode that they did with Josh Tehan, and his story about his journey and with his child in cancer. And I just want to play a little bit of this as we go through this process. And also drop in the comments where you're from, what you're listening here, what's going through your mind. If there's anything you want to share, please make sure that you're sharing this episode out, sharing this feed out, doing what you can to support the community and the love that we all have for this cause, this effort. And let's support Tim. He's going through the Man and Woman of the Year. LLS.org is sponsoring this Lymphoma and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. This is something that is a passion of his, and he's put it out there after 15 years of his journey. He's helping and putting this effort and energy out to the world. And I just want to make sure that you can appreciate this effort that is taking place right now, and all of the people involved in this process. It's something that matters, and you can make a difference. And I just want to make sure that we listen to Josh and from a father's perspective. Now that we've heard Tim's perspective, and he was able to share this with his kids, and so now we can actually listen in on some of the episode from a father treating a child and what that means. So with that, I wanted to go ahead and play this episode out and make sure that it's in place. So let me play this and we'll get this here.
Showing up. I'm also co-host of Gamers Dan, and I am the founder of Deepened Roots Health Coaching. I'm a personal power coach, and I am the only host of Deepened Roots podcast that you can check out Tuesdays, 2 p.m. So lots of fire tonight, and take it away, Tim.
Yeah. So Bessie, could you bring on those amazing graphics that you created?
Oh.
Yes. Before we bring our
The
guests
new one?
on, yeah, the new graphics. Before we bring our amazing guest Josh Tehan on tonight, I just wanted to talk a little bit about an amazing event that's coming up on March 8th and 9th. It's a 24-hour event. Yes, this right here. Open your hearts and wallets for blood cancers. A 24-hour live streamed fundraiser. I'm a candidate for Man and Woman of the Year. It's called a philanthropic competition. And there are, I believe it's 14 live streamers involved in this event. There's going to be cancer survivors sharing their stories. There's going to be musicians performing. All of these live streamers right here: Kara Ulker, Stephen Kaplan, Dorothy Odell, Carl Sullivan, Jenny Gold, Robert Murray, Mark Lee, Jim Fuse, DJ Durante, Brian Schulman, Nancy Barrows, Rush Johns are all volunteering, taking time out of their busy schedules, pouring their hearts into this event, as well as my amazing team that are all volunteering to put together this event And this is just part of a 10-week campaign. And our goal is to raise $50,000 for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. We're also going to have Laura Rappa, if you could go back, thank you, Bestie. Jim Calhoun, Ashok, Rachel Druckenmiller, Steve Stockmall, all these people. Laura is the mom of the Girl of the Year for the Lehigh Valley Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and I just heard today from the mom of the Boy of the Year. So we're working on coordinating something with her as well. So we just have to figure out timing. So stay tuned. So
It'll
many
be
good
fun.
things.
Yes, it'll be fun because not long ago, Tam, you wanted this to start rolling. You wanted to make an impact regarding leukemia, especially, and you wanted to give back to LLS because they gave so much to you, especially in the early days of you, being diagnosed with leukemia and going through your own journey, right? And so this is such an amazing thing. I'm gonna bring it back to the original flyer. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be up all hours of the night. It'll be hilarious and fun, and all sorts of shenanigans. We are not responsible for what flies out of our mouths, but we're super excited about that. And it just, we have a good goal ahead of us because LLS, they're all about research, and they're also about helping out those, providing actual resources to those who, really need it going through leukemia. I mean, having cancer, not to put it, callously or anything, but very bluntly, cancer is expensive. And we all know this. And so, this is just an amazing opportunity to give back. So Ethan, as he's been growing up?
Mentally, not much. I mean, he's resilient. And I think, like I said, I go back to the fact that he doesn't remember much of it. He remembers like certain things like his grandfather used to do to make him laugh. He remembers like the good little bits and pieces that were a part of that journey. And he doesn't remember the whole scope of it, like obviously his mom and I and his family members do. But mentally, he's sharp as a tack. He gets A's and B's in school. He loves to study. He loves school. He has his own sports podcast. He's, his knowledge of sports is amazing. Nothing from that aspect. I mean, when he had the opportunity to go back to school and he didn't have hair, there's obviously the couple kids that make a comment at that age, and there's a lot of them that took him in like he was never left. But he was, it didn't bother him, and mentally he's really in a good shape. Now physically, that's a different ball game. He's had so much chemotherapy medicine to impact his legs, the strength of his legs. He couldn't fully put down his feet like we all can, so he walked on his tiptoes for years, and his Achilles never stretched out. So we went through all kinds of physical therapy, just different ways of trying to avoid surgery, but it just got to a point where just have to do it for his safety. He loves sports. He's played in sports. Sports was challenging because he didn't have the balance and strength like we all have. And I coached him, so it was really tough to put him in positions where he was safe and comfortable. So he was challenged in that way in many years, and he finally had the Achilles surgery last year, and now it's so interesting to hear from him, Dad, I can walk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you take that stuff for granted, and it's been since he was 3 to walk heel to toe, but you don't think of it. So from a physical standpoint, that's what he's been kind of challenged. So.
And real quick, what is the name of his podcast?
Right now it's called Game Stoppers. Him and I kind of go back and forth on that. I'm like, dude, you got to change it a little bit. I said, he listens to his content, and I'm like, let's try to make a little little adjustment, but he's been doing that now for, oh gosh, where are we at? He's been doing that for a good year now. So, but it's on Spotify.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Game Stoppers. Matter of fact, I asked him if he wanted to join us tonight, but he's actually at this hour in the middle of his own podcast. So.
Oh,
that's
love
awesome.
it. I just have to. We're all about promoting. So there you go, guys.
He'd
Check it
love
out.
I know he'd love it. Go back to him and I'll tell him. So. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's get him some new subscribers.
Yeah, he would love
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all of that, Josh.
Oh, wow.
I just want to go back for 1 minute. You know, when you were talking about a few minutes ago about
I wanted to pop back in here because I'm almost at the end of my 2-hour fundraising effort here, and I can't believe it's already been 2 hours. It's getting close to that, and I just wanted to hop in. The story that Tim and Kara shared with Josh, the stories that they're sharing every week, go check them out. Go follow their show and follow Tim. If you're not connected with Tim, and make sure that you're connecting with Tim, and actually go out there and donate. You know, you can actually donate. You can actually get involved and engaged in the process. You know, donate to the link below, donations.perspectivesoncancer.com. Thank you, DJ, for doing that. She's coming up next. We got a number of individuals that are coming up throughout the day, and then we're going to wrap up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today with the 24 hours, and the goal is $50,000. So if you haven't stepped up and you haven't taken time to go donate, please do so. I would really encourage you to think about how you can make a difference, and put something into perspective in your own life, and make sure that you're helping those around you, supporting the communities that you're involved in, and also that person that you may not know, that individual that may not be here, may not be around, that you can still make an impact on. And with that, I love you. I just want to make sure that you know that you matter. We matter. Together we can make it matter. Hashtag make it matter. Thank you so much. Up next, we got Ingor and Usama. Usama's here. Pages, we can actually go to the page to find the next show and donate as well. Let me put that up here. The banners, you can actually go to this link down below and find out who's up next. Ingor and Usama are up next. So thank you so much. Jordan, it was great to connect. Tim, and he connected with Tim in 2019. Hashtag make it matter. Carl, thank you. Love you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a part of it. Love you, Jordan. Thank you so much for being here. And with that, I have to jump off, and Tim will catch up soon. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Gratitude for all of the work and effort that you do, and look forward to next steps in your adventure and all the future things that we can do together, because kindness is cool and smiles are free. So you enjoy the day. Take care, everyone.